Three, two, one. So moving straight into rebuttal, so the LO's first argument was about how there's motivation to study. So this argument is wrong because it's like, so short-term enjoyment and like real actual internal motivation is very different, as students may feel like engaged during like a fun like edutainment activities, but this depends on like constant like doing this like repeatedly, but this doesn't build like long-term like stimulation or like motivation internally, like, oh, I want to do well in this, and oh, I think this is my goal, but it's like, oh, this is fun, I think I should do this more. So this actually doesn't give like a true motivation to study. And then the other second argument was about how there's like a positive view of studying, but this is also a wrong, as it assumes that like liking the activity because of like dopamine and motivation doesn't mean that it values learning itself, because like in reality, like students may only enjoy like the entertainment that's given in those activities, but not like the effort to like actually like learn stuff. So they don't like learning like that topic, but they actually just like the entertainment. And the deputy prime minister's third argument was about how they're like students will try to learn more things, but then this argument is like wrong, as like their side that said that how kids were already stressed enough and they already don't want to go to school, they're already stressed so much that edutainment is like the only one that can fix it. But why would they do more if they're already really hate going to school and they're already still stressed? Then why would they try to learn more things? And like why would they still want to do it? So like this argument is wrong. Now we'll move on to our team's extensions. So our first argument was about how there's a loss of academic rigor. So this is like a big problem with edutainment, because it focuses too much on like making stuff like fun, engaging for people, but not making it like challenging enough so people like don't want it. So when teachers try to like make everything into games, so they may like simplify it so much that students can understand it, but like this doesn't actually go into like the deeper topics that were actually needed to like learn like critical think and like actually learn stuff. So like real learning and understanding the topic requires like repetition, but like especially in like subjects like math and science, so you have to do it again and again to actually master it. But if students are not like pushed to think hard, they won't build like strong skills and fully understand those kind of ideas and topics. So that's why edutainment won't actually help with this. And now moving on to our second argument, which is about shallow learning. So edutainment can lead to shallow learning because it wants enjoyment and engagement over like deep understanding of like what you're actually studying. So like if you play like too many games or too many videos, like you aren't actually learning that thing too well and like deeply. So this is actually designed to be entertaining and engaging, not to like give complex ideas. So it causes students to focus on the activity rather than the actual like concepts that you're supposed to learn. So while students may feel like they're understanding the material, this understanding is often like only only digging like the surface and not like the actual like real critical thing. Now we want to our team's last argument, which is about how there's like a dependence on entertainment in like edutainment. So edutainment creates a dependence on like entertainment in learning, and this weakens like focus and like discipline that will be needed later. So like the reasoning behind this is that this is because edutainment constantly provides like dopamine, such as like rewards and like videos and like like engaging like flashy like lights or something like that, so an interactive element, so like which makes like students expect learning to always be like this fun, but then this reduces their tolerance for like boredom and like actually like persistently focusing on one thing, which is actually necessary for like mastering like different like units and stuff. So this may avoid like and struggle with tasks that are like repetitive. And for example, a student who is used to like learning through games and like in like apps may perform well in those kind of like those kind of like fun games, but like struggle during exams and like like SAT, like a really long exam and like long reading assignments or like lectures where there's like no actual like dopamine or reward. So in these situations, like people may like lose focus like quickly or like lack the persistence to work. So the impact is that students develop shorter attention spans and the reliance to like external motivation to stay engaged, not like the internal motivation that you're supposed to have. So this puts them at like a disadvantage, as like success in like university depends on the ability to stay focused and manage like difficult tasks and the perseverance to work without like constant entertainment, therefore making edutainment primary method if education risks producing students who are less prepared for real world and like actual like focus that's required. Thank you, and I'm proud to oppose.